Good morning. Oh, bunch of events. Okay, I discovered that there is going to be a festival for 3 days at the end of my lane in I don't know, it's called Four Meadows or something, and it's a wedding event place, and they're going to host a 3-day women only Flourish Fest at the end of July. And so I signed right up for that. And then I went up and saw my cousin. Anyway, I don't need to say their name. And had a 4 or 5 hour just visit with them. And it was laughs and it was tears and it was so meaningful. And so anyway, I love it. And then I went to 9 o'clock in the morning yoga in a yurt in my little village here that I live in. I live in a little enclave of healing women and people interested in psychedelics, along with all of those that don't relate to any of that, and they're at the opposite end of the spectrum. We have everything in Montana, and especially in my little village, our village here. And so and next week I'm going to go back to the yurt for yoga and a dance event at 10 o'clock in the morning. And I've always wondered about ecstatic dance, and I never knew there was anything. And they're going to have that at this Flourish Fest. So anyway, for $150, if you're female, I want to invite you to come because it's going to be awesome. And it's just live music and healers and tarot and good stuff. So all right, and the views down there are just gorgeous. And so anyway, I just wanted to say hi and say I'm not waking up and crying every morning now. I seem to be moving a little bit in a new direction. And what I was originally looking for was Tantra. A child psychologist, psychiatrist that was on my board for my Mother Tree Collective had told me that she had attended a Tantra, not tantric, Tantra, which I guess, there's some confusion about that they're one and the same. They're not. And tantric is always associated with sexuality, whereas Tantra is about touching and connecting from the heart with other people. So it involves sometimes a shoulder rub. And then everybody turns around and rubs each other's shoulders going the other way. And she said it was so moving to connect and also not be afraid to touch people. And when I went to Sweden and did the work of Byron Katie, I just sat and watched. We all did a cacao ceremony, which doesn't do anything for me. But anyway, we did a cacao ceremony. And so there were like 40 people all sitting in a big circle, and we were on yoga mats and laying down and doing whatever we wanted, but we were just kind of quietly together during this ceremony, and it lasted a couple hours. And I look over, and there were 20 people, big spooning and small spooning each other, front to back, front to back, front to back, front to back, lying on the floor. And then they all turned over after a while and did it the other way. And they were practicing just being a people pile. And they were practicing ease with being physically connected. And I was so taken aback because I had never seen anybody do that, let alone I'd never seen anybody do that and have it be okay. And I was number one, absolutely not inclined to participate, and number two, understanding that I have big walls about that, and I don't want those walls. I want to take those walls down. So that's why I was looking for something that was Tantra oriented. And it turns out there's a whole group of people who are into that in my area. So I have another place to hook up with people who are like-minded with some of my interests. And my interests are in not just getting physically touched by my massage therapist or my physical therapist. I want to be touched by friends. I want to be touched by family. I want to be touched with people I'm attracted to, period. So anyway, I'm on my way. Don't you like my tree of life? That is actually a bronze metal cutout that a very, very special artist does in his crafting and his creativity. Isn't that something? Okay, all my love. Bye-bye.